Namaskaram, welcome back to the roots. Today's personality is Ubaya Bharati. Ubaya Bharati was a scholar. She was wife of Mandana Mishra. He was also a scholar. Both of them were Vedic scholars. They lived during the period of Adi Shankara. So once Adi Shankara was on Jaitra Yatra and he was visiting many places and he met Mandana Mishra and he asked him to take part in debate. The debate was between Adi Shankara and Mandana Mishra, and he also said if Mandana Mishra is defeated, then he has to become a sannyasi. And Adi Shankara made Ubaya Bharati, that is Mandana Mishra's wife, as a judge. So she was given that responsibility of judging, and she agreed for that because she herself was a great scholar and she was specialized in the principles of Vritam, Satyam and Magat-tattvam. So Adi Shankara felt that she was the right person to evaluate or judge. It began and both of them argued. Ubaya Bharati had to listen very carefully to the arguments and counter arguments because it was happening between two great scholars, and the result was announced. Adi Shankara was a winner. So she was very unbiased and she explained why she announced that Adi Shankara was a winner. Then Mandana Mishra agreed to become a sannyasi. Ubaya Bharati also wanted to become sannyasi, so she also went with her husband, and they lived in a hermitage near the Ganges river, and there Ubaya Bharati used to teach to other women the Vedas, Vedantas, Upanishads and everything. So spiritual teachings were done by Ubaya Bharati to women of those areas, and she always felt that everyone should have a vision of Atma. To have the vision, to realize the vision, it is very necessary to remove ego. If we don't remove ego, we don't even feel that there is a Atman within us. So that was her main teaching. And every day they used to go to river Ganges to take bath and collect water. So that day also she was going with the other women, and when she crossed Brahmanyani, a sannyasi, she was telling her friends that the sannyasi is very much attached to material. Why she said that? Because the sannyasi kept his head on the pot and he was sleeping actually. And he also had the feeling that the pot should be safe, and was very particular in storing water in that pot alone. So he was very particular about the possession of pot, which this was observed by her. So she commented on that. And when they were coming back from the river, because the sannyasi overheard this, so when they were coming back, what did he do? In their presence, he threw the pot. It got broken. So Ubaya Bharati was telling the other women, I thought he had only one defect. The defect was abhimana, attachment. But now I found that he had one more defect also. So that defect, agamkara. So she was telling the women that both are not good, and a sannyasi cannot have these two qualities. One is attachment, that is abhimana. The other one, ego, agamkara. And sannyasi heard all this, and he slowly was thinking on that, and he realized his mistake, that he was very attached to that pot, and he felt that what he was doing was not right. So you can imagine the intelligence and the preaching of Ubaya Bharati. She toured the entire country, India, and she preached the path of wisdom to all the people. So wherever that was her main motive. So to meeting the people and teaching them the path of devotion, and advising people, preaching people to remove ego to realize Atman. So why is it necessary to realize Atman? That is what Bhagavad Gita says, and other scriptures also say, because if you realize Atma, you will consider the others also as Atma only. So there will not be jealousy, and you will not have everything is yours, and you will not feel like acquiring everything, so that greediness will not be there. So you will have the quality of sharing, caring. So that is why we all should realize Atman. So this is very important for the modern days, because we all have the feeling of, that is possession. We don't want to give up anything. We feel like acquiring more and more, and we don't feel contented at any point of time. So what happens? We are not happy, because you continue to get materials. We go after materials. So naturally what happens? You don't concentrate on realizing Atman. So when will you realize Atma? When you don't have attachment. So this is very important, because today's life is very complex. So it is very important to get inspiration from Ubaya Bharati, because she gave up everything, she renounced everything, and she preached what she learned, and she preached and followed what she preached. So let us also follow those and make our life simpler and peaceful. So we all need now peace. So let us move towards getting peace by following the path of wisdom. So it is very necessary to learn such characters, because if we keep knowing about them or learning about them, then definitely there will be a change in us. So the life will be smooth, peaceful. That is what we all want to be. Every one of us have lots of issues. So and we work only on those issues. So to be happy, to be peaceful, let's have the teaching, let's follow the teachings of these people. Thank you.